It is 4:10 in the morning, first day of fasting. Really wanted to clean this whole area up this morning before filming, but it was late last night and I didn't do it. So you get to see my sink full of dirty dishes. First day of fasting. Typically, in the early part of Ramadan, say like the first week, 10 days, especially the first day, I typically have a large breakfast, a large suhoor, because you're not used to fasting yet. Then after about 10 days, you start to feel the stomach shrink, and then the desire to have a large meal just isn't there. Gotta have them fresh coffee beans. And unfortunately, last night, I did not sleep well. Because this is pretty close to the time I normally wake up anyway, I normally just stay up after this. But I'm actually going to go back to bed. Trying to get some sleep for about 3 hours. Because I do have to go to Syracuse today to help my daughter, my youngest, go shopping for a sofa. I'd really like to not have to do that today, but she's really looking forward to it, and I gave her my word, so I don't want to disappoint her. Because I'm fasting and simultaneously prepping for a tournament, I need to make sure my protein levels are at a good level every day. I use the app called Chronometer to track my food, because I'm going to start off each morning with electrolytes. Get my lemon. So this is electrolytes. One thing a lot of people don't understand is that during Ramadan, we don't drink during the day either. So we don't eat anything and we don't drink anything. So all the fluids that I'm going to get between now and 6 o'clock p.m. happen right now. My favorite time of the day, early in the morning. The world is quiet, at least this part of the world. It's where I do some of my best thinking. I have this routine outside of Ramadan. Come down, have my lemon water, get my coffee going, then I journal. I've actually been journaling since I was a kid. I still have journals that I kept when I was in the Marine Corps. And I go back and read that sometimes. When I first met my wife, how I thought when we first met, how magical it was. Journaling helps me organize my thoughts. What I really like about journaling is that, human beings, we really suck at memory, but we think we're good at it. And we misremember things. We mix other people's memories with our own. I can't tell you how many times I was certain my memory of an event was correct, and only to get definitive proof later on that it was completely wrong. So the beauty of journaling is that you capture your thoughts closer to the time of the event. So it keeps you intellectually honest with yourself. It's also very therapeutic. I have something I'm trying to work on in my head, something's bothering me. I talk it through on paper. It's something beautiful happens when you get invasive thoughts out of your head and you type them out or you write them down, you get them out on paper. Then you can sort of put them in better perspective. And I imagine it's the same thing you get with talk therapy. except you have a person giving you feedback. And then I like to read something outside of Ramadan. It's usually something philosophical, a lot of Marcus Aurelius, something inspirational. I read Hagakure, or is it Hakakuri? I always forget. Does the K come before the G in that word? Great book, by the way. Written by a samurai towards the end of the reign of the samurai era. Great book. One of my favorite cups. Go ask your mother. A common phrase in our home over the years. Don't bother me, go ask your mother. And then she tells him, go ask your father. But I have the cup, so I think I'll finish making my breakfast and then make some more, and then I'll go to bed. All right, this is unexpected. It is snowing big time. Man, it says it is 29 degrees right now, man. I thought I was going to be wearing my small jacket today, but apparently that is not the case. So it is the first full day of fasting. And I am headed to Syracuse in this absolutely horrible weather. Was not expecting this. Go see Kadima in Syracuse. Then we're going to go over to Raymore and Flanagan. Try to find a reasonable, affordable, sensible sofa for her apartment. First day of fasting. We are on the road. Maybe she'll come on camera. Do a little introduction. We'll see. And I'll tell you something else, man. It's 10:20 and I feel hungry. I'm surprised that I feel hungry already. But I tell you something, with fasting, it's not really the hunger, it's the thirst, right? Because fasting Ramadan, during daylight hours, we don't eat or drink anything. It's not just not eating. So a lot of people, they'll fast, like they'll do like intermittent fasting and stuff like that, right? And they just avoid, things that have calories, right? So, but they, you can drink water. A lot of times when you think you're hungry, and this is a little hack, oftentimes when you think you're hungry, you're really just thirsty. And if you just drink something like a glass of water or, an electrolyte drink or something like that, your hunger will go away. Or even, chewing gum is another one, at least for me. And I've heard, that it works for other people. So this is the alchemy of struggle, baby. The first struggle, the first day of fasting. Yes, sir. Come Monday, it'll be the first day of me getting training and getting ready for this tournament on April 5th.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
She doesn't have a YouTube channel, man. She's hijacking my stuff.
I do, actually.
Do you?
There's nothing on there.
Start putting stuff on there.
We just got a couch and a chair. So like a comfy matching chair for my apartment. So now next Monday, I'll come home to a dining table and a couch set because it's going to get delivered next Saturday.
Her parents hooked her up.
Yep. Mommy got the table. Daddy got the...
And it would have been nice if we did it when it wasn't Ramadan, because then we could go have a nice lunch and celebrate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me not talk about food anymore. I keep thinking about food.
About what?
I keep thinking about food.
I don't care if you... Kevin, do you know that...
I'm not trying to make you more hungry.
There have been times when I've been fasting and I've been out at business lunches.
Oh, really?
Surrounded by people eating delicious food. Being around food when I fast doesn't bother me at all.
I don't know, because earlier you said I was making you hungry, so.
No, I was just.
Oh, you're just kidding. You know what I miss?
Hmm.
Ned's Pizza.
Who?
You guys still get Ned's? They're not good anymore? What?
Under new ownership.
Oh, really?
Their wings.
Come on.
Their wings is like they've been sitting around all day. They just pop them in the microwave.
Oh my God.
They never give you enough sauce. The pizza is still okay sometimes,
Not
but the
same.
wings are just.
You gotta watch that back, because I feel like I was you just now.
Watch what?
You gotta watch that video back to this a little bit before this part, because I feel like I was you just now.
What do you mean?
Because you always do that. You're like, oh, really? You always do that. I caught it. You gotta send me this video so I can see it if I really look like you.
Yeah, this is a fun trip. I'm glad we got to go.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm closer now. It makes things easier.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to go to Albany next weekend.
Tell our audience what you're going to be doing at Albany. Give them the
Excuse me, guys. I'm a bit tired. It was a long work week. Very busy. So we have like a group of like 40, 45 kids, and 20 of them get selected to go to Albany to represent our delegation in Syracuse with people from a bunch of different schools and areas. The conference ends up being like a few hundred people. It's a lot of people. So it's 3 days, and like the first day they do workshops.
Tell them your history of that program.
Oh, hey man, I'm getting there. I'm taking my own journey with this story.
She's taking her own journey.
So, yeah, so that's like the big event, and then we have a big reception after. It's like a little dance party, dinner. They announce scholarship awards because seniors can apply for scholarships, which is cool. And they give out quite a few scholarships, so it's really nice. I'm working for this program because I used to be in that program when I was in high school. I was a junior and senior, and I loved it. I learned so much. I made so many friends. I improved on my Spanish because everybody there speaks Spanish. Every year, each delegation gets a different set of specialty roles. So, for example, someone, I think from New York City, is going to be represent the Speaker of the House for the Assembly. But it rotates every year, like who gets what. Yeah, so when I was a senior, my delegation had the specialty role of governor, and I ended up playing that role. And so, and then Syracuse hasn't been assigned that role since I had it, and now we got assigned that role this year. And so now I get to coach my student on her speech for governor. And so I think that's pretty full circle, that the last time they had the governor role was when I was in the program, and now this is my first year working for the program, and we have the role again. I get to coach that. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
So she's leading a program that she used to be a part of. That's
Yeah.
cool. Glad we were able to find you something nice and new. And I'm glad we got the protection plan. I normally don't get those. I'm normally like, I don't need that. But you always feel like the protection plans are usually like, they're usually just a scam. I mean, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna come out and sew the hole? They're gonna come out and sew the rip that's in your sofa? I mean, what are they gonna do? They're gonna send you a whole new sofa? Really? For a rip? For a tear? So now you just need to go out with your mother and get some nice throw pillows. Something very colorful. Your mother and Maria, they can help you with that.
Okay.
They have an eye for color.
All right, mission accomplished. Now I'm going to head home, and I'm going to just chill the rest of the day. But yeah, this is a nice apartment complex she has here. It's nice, quiet, safe area. Something appreciated by fathers. Want your daughters in safe areas. I'm proud of her.